Welcome, Gemini. I will now read for you for the month of October 2018. Welcome, Gemini. I will now commence the reading for October 2018 for all our bubbly Geminis. Okay, so this first card represents Gemini. It's the first house. So if you are a Gemini sun or Gemini rising sign or have a Gemini moon, this relates to you. Queen of Cups. Okay, now the Queen of Cups is most often a water sign female. Now Gemini, of course, is an air sign. So this is representing you and where you are coming from through October. So you're coming from a deep sensitive aspect of yourself, so you're seeing things on a deeper level. You're one of those people that is able to trust your intuition and follow through with it. So October will be a month where you may feel like there's no such thing as a coincidence and needing to trust that, as much as you will also be really in touch with your feelings. The second house is how you earn your money and your morals and your values, basically. Of course, all the houses have more than just one or two meanings, but what I'm getting is that a lot of October for you is going to be about you contemplating your work, contemplating your ability to earn an income, and I don't feel that you're doing too bad, Gemini. It's looking like you've got it there. You've got to be strict with yourself about it, but you are you've got plans, so you're not just miserly packing it away. You're actually planning on what to do with it, or what you're going to do with it. Third house is communication. It's also siblings and short distance travel, like, you know, 100 k's up the road or something. Now, it's showing here that there is things going against you being able to speak frankly. So you sort of have to button your lip a bit. I feel that the other entities that are involved in that are more masculine entities than feminine. And I also feel that maybe you might even need to speak up for somebody, or you know, not be their alibi, but, you know, have their back a bit, because I'm getting that there seems to be some wrong accusation around, and you feel that you want to clarify it or put it straight. Fourth house is your home. It's your nurturing. It often represents the mother figure in people's lives, their early childhood. Now, in this place, you've got some also mixed messages or missing important messages. So it could be one of those cases where, you know, you've been sent a text but you didn't get it till the next day, or things like that. It's things being a little bit not completely clear. So you may very well hear some news connected with your home that you're a bit disappointed about, or get the information later than what you would have liked. That kind of scenario. Fifth house is the house of play and fun, and we do have a little bit of playful pastimes being shown here. You've also got a connection with young children, and whether or not that's someone trying for a child, or having to deal with young children in some way. It could be grandchildren, or it could be your own little one. Whichever way it goes, it's saying that fun is important, but you've got to be sensible. Sixth house is the house of your health as well as your working life. And we have a little bit of a standoff there in the working life. That's not to say that you're not working, but I feel strongly that you'd really like to go and work in industry or a place that you would feel happier. So I'm feeling that you're not real happy with your work situation at the moment. And health-wise also, you really need to concentrate more on looking after you. I feel that you tend to always be running around helping others and forgetting about what Gemini needs. If you don't look after yourself, you can't look after anybody else. So take a bit more time for yourself, Gemini, in October. Seventh house is representative of partners, relationships, and it seems that either you have been with your partner for a very long time, since you were young, or someone from your youth is reconnecting with you. So Gemini, you've got fond memories and nostalgia showing in your relationship area of your chart, and it could very well bring back someone from your past. Eighth house is the Hierophant. Now the Hierophant is basically the Pope, is the easiest way for me to describe it. The Hierophant represents conforming and doing things by the letter and making sure everything's done proper and all your I's are dotted and your T's are crossed, as well as coming from a place of love and spiritual blessings. So to have that in the 8th house is showing me that there will be someone or some body, like a body of people, because the 8th house is other people and other people's money and other people's views, really, as well. It's a very deep house of a lot of esoteric, spiritual, karmic energies. So there is a bit of karma playing out for you, Gemini. I feel that it is in your favour, and I feel that it will help you to conform to what needs to take place. So in a way you're being protected and looked after. Now I feel, because the 8th house also represents a financial windfall or financial blessings, I do feel that in that area you're going to be looked after as well, Gemini. 9th house represents foreigners. It represents overseas, international interests, whether it's people from overseas coming to you or you going to them. I feel that that's part of what you want to do, but at the moment, because judgment is reversed, I'm being told that now's not the right time for you to go to them. So I feel that there's going to need to be a reshuffle, and this person or people may very well come to you. It could also indicate that there's just a connection with someone who is overseas for you. So, and if so, their view isn't of them travelling isn't as well, it's not that it's not realistic, but at this time it's like, you know, your judgment's wrong about that. So whether it's them or you, there's something that you're not judging right. And it's also higher education, the 9th house. So you have to work extra hard at that if you're going to university or college or doing any higher tertiary education. No matter how old or what age you are, you need to work hard at some of that and apply yourself a bit better than maybe what you have been. Yes, it's tiring, and yes, it's hard to be judged, but you will be judged, and you need to put your best foot forward. 10th house is career and the outside world. So, and your part in it. So it's interesting that you have the Hermit here, because the Hermit is guiding his way along the path using his inner wisdom and light, and he is embarking on it on his own. So it's not a case of you having people that will follow your lead, so to speak, but you can delve deeply into your inner wisdom and your inner light for the career that you seek, or the path you seek within your career. But you have to do it. No one's going to do it for you. So the 11th is the house of friendships. It's also the house of hopes and wishes. And we have a sudden bolt from the blue in your 11th house. So there's a couple of friends, I think, that are really keen to get together with you. It may be a quick whirlwind connection, but you and these people feel it's a matter of utmost importance and really putting everything aside to make this happen. So you also could get your wish quicker than what you think, being a very indicating fastness, the Knight of Swords, and sudden arrivals and sudden departures, and bravery. So feeling, quite brave to be embarking on this event or circumstances where other people would say, why are they doing that? Well, I feel in that your hopes and wishes will be fulfilled, and some of them quicker than what you think. And finally we have the 12th house. Now the 12th house represents your subconscious. It represents, again, it's a psychic house. It's also connected to karma. So is the 8th house, and so is the 5th house. Now in the 12th house you have the Nine of Cups, which is a wish fulfilled. So again, that's backing up this sudden arrival of some wishes coming to fruition quicker than what you think. So you will get your wish fulfilled, and you can already feel it in your bones, so to speak, and it's written in the stars as well. And so you've got a wish being fulfilled, and the karmic houses are indicating there's marriage and children are involved. Now whether it is your own marriage or it may be one of your children's marriage and they're hoping for a child, it is all rather prominent here in October for Gemini in 2018. Now I will do an overall card for this reading, so we'll see what comes out. Now October 2018 for Gemini. What is the animal message for Geminis in October 2018? Well, they want to come out, they're just not. Oh, there it is. Here we go, Gemini. So you're got elephant. So elephant medicine is saying to avoid excess. So you need to scale things down instead of being caught up like a big lumbering oaf on an elephant in a delicate environment. Going over the top can create a white elephant, leaving you vulnerable to ivory traders. Tread more gently rather than trumpeting your presence. So there is a little bit of a warning there to be careful, most likely just with your communication. So sometimes you've got to speak up, other times it's better to say nothing. So that's where you've really got to get in tune with your intuition of knowing when it's time for you to speak up and when it's time for you to just let things unfold as they should. And yeah, so you will have to be a little bit careful. You do like to communicate and you do like to put your point across, but at this particular time, this month, when it comes to voicing your opinion, there will be times where less is more. Okay, well, now I will do my little reading out of what's called the Bag of Jewels for Gemini for October 2018. So focusing on Geminis and what quote for the month do they need to receive? What is their message? Gemini's message for October 2018. The most beautiful thing we can experience is the mystery. Albert Einstein. And also, chaos demands to be recognized and experienced before letting itself be converted into a new order. Hermann Hesse. So there you have it, Gemini. There are your messages for the month of October. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for being with me this month. I'll talk to you next month.